Born in the heart of the pandemic, we're a team of restaurant pros who came together to help local spots not just survive, but thrive. At Peachy Consulting, rebuilding stronger is just the beginning. As for our company background, we had started this company during the height of COVID-19, a group of restaurant pros coming together to help local businesses stay afloat and come back stronger. What began as late night calls and shared ideas turned into a mission to rebuild the industry we love. Clear, honest communication has always been our backbone. We listen closely, speak openly, and build real relationships with our clients. Integrity and openness guide everything we do. We show up, follow through, and always put people first. Our goal is simple: help restaurants not just recover but truly thrive for the long haul. As for myself, my name is Gus Little, and while I'm one of the founding members of Peachy Consulting, I am also our leading customer service representative. Now, before joining my colleagues and establishing Peachy Consulting LLC, I was a supervisor at public supermarkets. I had 10 years of experience managing and training my associates while also making the time to offer coaching advice whenever the occasion arose. As for my personal belief, anybody can be taught how to coach and give advice, but what sets our LLC apart from everyone else is that we were meant to spread positivity, constructive criticism, and compassion to all our customers and clients. So at this point, you might be asking yourself, why are you here and why would I need a restaurant consultant? Well, that's because we know how hard it is to run a restaurant, especially now. We've lived it, and that's exactly why we do what we do. When you work with us, you're not getting a one-size-fits-all plan. You're getting real people who listen, understand, and care about helping your business succeed. We keep things honest, stay by your side, and focus on what really matters, which is helping you build something strong, lasting, and true to your vision. Now, for example, a restaurant recently reached out to us and asked if we could look through all of their Google reviews and their Yelp and all of that to try and figure out what was going on with their company and how they could make it better. How could they make their restaurant succeed? That restaurant's name was Rooster's Cafe, located in Cumming, Georgia. Now, it's a sports bar and grill established in 2009 and serves a variety of foods, including but not limited to chips and salsa, chips and queso, steak and chicken sandwiches, and fun appetizers like fried pickles and nachos, and even some seafood options. So all around, it has just about anything you could really want. And aside from all of that, they have a bar with some pretty creative drinks as well as the pretty basic drinks. And as quoted from one of their Yelp reviews, and I quote, "Nostalgic sports memorabilia decor covers the walls." And that's true. They have a bunch of signs and old knickknacks on the walls that make it look very rustic, very unique, and just very down to earth. Now, they do have some rivals that are nearby, and one of them is called Ted's Montana Grill. Now, just like Rooster's Cafe, Ted's Montana Grill serves their share of burgers and alcoholic beverages, but with a more personal feel, as it is a little bit more fancy. They don't really have a sit-down bar, but their menu options look more or less the same. And another one of their rivals is called Village Burger, which is actually right down the street from Rooster's Cafe. It's a casual burger joint, but has limited menu options opposed to Rooster's Cafe. Now, they only really have burgers, fries, and your basic American meal, whereas Rooster's Cafe has a very, very wide variety of menu options. One of the many strengths of Rooster's Cafe is that this restaurant is known not only for its delicious food, but also for its incredibly kind and patient staff. Whether it's a guest's first visit or their 100th, the team goes out of their way to make everyone feel welcome and cared for. They're always happy to answer questions, handle special requests with ease, and ensure every customer leaves with a smile. Their warm, attentive service creates a relaxed and inviting atmosphere that keeps people coming back. Now, onto the second strength of the list. This restaurant offers a diverse menu with something for everyone, from classic favorites to unique dishes you won't find anywhere else. With generous portions and a wide variety of choices, it's easy to find something you'll love without breaking the bank. The affordability of the menu makes it the go-to spot for both casual meals and special outings. Now, onto the last strength of the list for Rooster's Cafe is that this restaurant's bar offers a great selection of drinks and warm, living an atmosphere that makes it easy to relax and connect with others. It's a lively gathering place where both regulars and new visitors feel welcome, making it more than just a place to grab a drink. It's a space that brings people together and builds a strong sense of community. Onto their very few weaknesses. There was a recent online complaint from a customer who had mentioned that their chicken was improperly cooked during their visit. While the restaurant strives to maintain high quality and consistency, they took the feedback seriously and addressed the issue promptly to ensure it won't happen again. Another one of this cafe's weaknesses is that a couple customers had shared complaints online about how they experienced long wait times during their visit. While the restaurant is often busy due to its popularity, the staff acknowledged the concern and is actively working on improving wait times to provide a smoother and more enjoyable experience for all guests. The last major weakness I had found for Rooster's Cafe is that some guests had also expressed concerns about their food being a bit too greasy. While the restaurant takes pride in flavors and quality of its dishes, they understand that a balance is key to creating a satisfying meal. They take this feedback seriously and are currently reviewing their cooking techniques and ingredient choices to ensure that each dish is prepared to perfection without excess grease. The restaurant is committed to improving and refining their menu to meet the tastes and expectations of all their guests, while still delivering the bold, delicious flavors they're known for. They appreciate customer input as it helps them make adjustments and continuously elevate their dining experience. Now, the real key for all restaurant owners to understand is that understanding both strengths and weaknesses is crucial to any restaurant to continually improve and provide the best possible experiences for its guests by recognizing what they do well, such as excellent customer service, great atmosphere, or delicious foods. Restaurants can focus on maintaining and enhancing these areas. At the same time, acknowledging weaknesses like long wait times or food quality issues allows them to address problems quickly, refine their processes, and make adjustments wherever needed. This approach not only helps improve overall performance, but also builds trust with customers and showing that the restaurant is committed to providing a consistently great experience for all. Now, as I was doing my in-person research for this cafe, I found 3 opportunities that could be of very high use to Rooster's Cafe. And opportunity one being, I would say that they can be more creative with their alcoholic beverages that they serve at their bar. Maybe have season inspired drinks or just, get creative with names, make it enticing for the customer to order something that they wouldn't usually say. And for the second opportunity, this is more for my cleanliness from Publix. At Publix, we were taught if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. Or whenever you have nothing to do, there's always something to do. You clean something. So I guess for my second opportunity that this restaurant can really hone in on is that you should find time to walk around the outside of the store to ensure that there's little to no trash in sight. This could be getting a broom and going to the front porch and just sweeping. This could be doing a whole lap around your store to make sure that there's no anything. You don't want to deter customers by thinking, oh, wow, this is kind of a dirty place. You don't want that. You want people to be like, oh, this place looks really pretty. I might want to go sit in there and dine with my family. And that brings me on to my third point, is to make sure every customer is seen and heard no matter what. No matter what. Now, this means that whenever a customer walks through the door, I want them to be looked at, I want them to be smiled at, I want them to be greeted almost immediately. Publix has a 5-foot, 5-second rule to where if somebody is within a 5-foot radius of you, you have 5 seconds to react and respond. So don't just ignore them, greet them with a smile, and maybe even ask if they need anything. But for this scenario, I want them to be seen, smiled at, greeted, and helped immediately. While acquiring a list of threats for this list, I had found 3 right off the bat. Now, the first one would just be hire smiling faces. Hire people who genuinely want to be there, whether it be a high school kid who's just really happy to have a job or an older man who's just happy to have a job. Now, There were some very limited number of reviewers who commented poorly on some members of the staff, and I don't want that to be a problem anymore. So I would say for this company that they need to hire more smiling faces, more people devoted to the job, more people who actively want to help their guests. And that brings me on to threat two, which is to actively train and coach servers and hosts to become the best at what they do. You're there and you're there to make money, and I understand that, but our guests come first. Okay, and if you don't know how to be the best at what you do for the customer, then something needs to change. And for our third threat is to, as for the cooks, to find time to inspect the area of your work environment. When I was doing my in-person tour, I found, whenever cooks would finish their orders and they had a second to chat, I understand. I understand chatting. You want to keep camaraderie with your mates on the line, but while you're chatting, you could also maybe spot check. See if there's grease over there, or if there's something on the floor, something that might not be good to continue cooking around. You might want to get rid of it and really focus on what you're cooking. I understand it's high pressure. I understand you want to get these orders out fast to satisfy our customer, but you're not going to satisfy our customer if you're handing them under or overcooked foods. Now, I understand I said a lot with all the strengths and weaknesses, opportunities and threats, and I kind of put it all out there for you. So I made this SWOT analysis that makes it visually easier to see where I'm coming from with all these strengths and just easy to read. In conclusion, managing your restaurant reviews is an essential aspect of maintaining a strong reputation and staying competitive in the industry. Regularly monitoring your reviews at least once a week helps you identify both strengths and areas for improvement, allowing you to respond proactively and address any concerns promptly. By focusing on providing an excellent customer service, offering a diverse menu, and enhancing the overall dining experience, you can strengthen your position against competitors and attract more guests to your restaurant. I truly enjoyed the opportunity to help your restaurant manage its reviews and provide recommendations that will assist in enhancing your image, communication, and customer service. For any future assistance or to discuss how we can help you continue to thrive, feel free to reach out to us. You can contact our consulting company at 678 392 8416. That's 678 392 8416. Or you can visit our website at www.peachycharmconsulting.com. Now, if you call our phone number today and complete our survey, we will pick one of you lucky clients to win the t-shirt shown on the screen. And remember, we're here to support your success.